Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. Happy Thursday. Happy thriving Thursday. What's up, y'all? How y'all feeling? Listen, I'm so ready. Y'all just don't even understand, y'all. I'm so excited for Thursdays, especially, yo, because if you trying to get on with this facilitation, or if you trying to get better at facilitation, this about to be the place to be for that. Because check this out. I don't know a lot, y'all, but I know next year the price going up. You heard me. I don't know a lot, but I know next year the price is going up. So if you on my facilitation team now and you already know what the compensation is looking like, we are taking that up. But check this out, yo. I'm paying for quality. We going to start separating like the skill sets, like the people that's really showing up, investing in themselves, really trying to get better and demonstrating better out in these schools. We're going to bring that pay grade up, yo. People that's just trying to be bare minimum and like, yo, you just really not even in it. First of all, I don't even got nobody on my team like that, thank God. But if anybody do slip in the cracks, you ain't even gotta worry about it, because we only want top notch quality over here, because the mission is too important, the goal is too important, and these young babies that's coming up behind y'all, like, yo, they need it. They need it. So I'm excited, yo. Today's session is about to be super, super fire, yo, for my people that's really interested in this facilitation stuff. Where I'm at, let me say my little hellos so we can get into this, yo. Dawn to Dawn, what's up, Dawn to Dawn? You first on the list, yo. What's up? Breathing that top spot air, Dawn to Dawn. How you feeling? Good to see you, yo. Breezy Breeze. What's up, Breezy Breeze? How you feeling, yo? Good to see you, yo. Cam Gotti. What's up, Cam Gotti? How you doing, yo? Good to see you, yo. G Channel. What's up, G Channel? Shout out G Channel, y'all. My man's G Channel was rocking the 5th grade class at Dorothy I Heights Elementary Middle today. Did an amazing job, yo. Shout out G Channel. Kai, what's up, Kai? How you doing, yo? Good to see you. Okay, Breezy winning the softball game. We love to see it. Congratulations. I say, what's up, Neon? Say, how you feeling, yo? Good to see you. So, what's up, so? I know I can't wait for your first day either. So, I already know you gonna kill it, yo. Bless, what's up, Bless? How you doing, yo? Good to see you. Good to see you. Sane, what's up, Sane? Shout out Sane, y'all. Not only is Sane one of our facilitators, but Sane is also in an elevated leadership position for the facilitators. She's going to be helping me with like the administration stuff in terms of the facilitators. So getting banger activities that you can do. Sane is going to be researching those and make sure you got them. Making sure that you are on point with your lesson plan, with what you got to talk about at whatever school you about to be at. She's going to be helping to doing prep to make sure that that's on point. And just overall, like me and Sane, we talk like constantly, because I don't have time to meet with everybody. So I meet with Sane, and then Sane meet with the team to basically communicate on my behalf. So if you talking to Sane about our facilitation stuff, it's basically like you're talking to me, because she's delivering the messages that, I just can't deliver to everybody. So, and she's doing the weekly check-in meetings with the facilitators. So even if you aren't a facilitator, but you want to start getting like in on that situation, it's free to come to the meetings. It's free to show up at any of the sessions. It's free to involve yourself if you want to start getting involved with that self. And Sane can be the one to help you get locked in with that. So yes, shout out to Sane, elevated leadership, yo. Love to see it. Gemma the dilemma. What's up, Gemma? How you feeling? Good to see you. Good to see you. Y'all make sure y'all lock in with Gemma's art exhibit. It's a solo art exhibit and it's happening in August, and tickets going to sell out fast. So definitely make sure that you get in on that. Yes, so we are absolutely going to be having summer sessions. Yes, yes, and yes. Yo, yo, what's up, yo, yo? Yo, yo, you getting money on top of money? Shout out to Yo Yo. Shout out to Cows. What's up, Cows? They are helping Miss China pass out the flyers for the unveiling of the lights that they doing next week. So it looked like Yo-Yo doing double time, getting money on top of money. That's an easy $20 an hour just to help spread the word in the community about that event. And shout out to Santana. Yes, y'all heard me right. Oh, admission is free. Mm. Listen, it's still going to sell out. It's going to be up to capacity. Yo, but shout out to Santana because Santana is working directly with Miss China. She's the manager. Yes, y'all heard me right. Santana is the manager for this quick project that we got helping to pass out the flyers. So shout out to Santana. Like, yo, everybody got to start somewhere in their leadership journey. And yo, my girl took a step forward. Yo, Cam Gotti, Lord Leaders is on and popping, yo. Little Leaders is on and popping. So we definitely doing that, yo. We already got a couple of people, so I'm excited to see that going, yo. Really excited. Reality, what's up, Reality? How you feeling, yo? Good to see you. Is that my man Trent checking in? What's up, Trent? How you feeling, yo? Good to see you, Trent. Yo, Trent been getting a little consistent, huh? We love to see it. Marta General, what's up, Marta General? How you feeling? Good to see you. Asita, what's up, Asita? How you feeling? Good to see you. Y'all, make sure y'all locking in with Asita. She is on that project with Dr. Phil, working on how to improve the school situation when it comes to Baltimore City Public Schools. We already know we can have a week-long conversation about how Baltimore City Public Schools is failing our kids. But Asita is working directly with Dr. Phil and communicating directly with Baltimore City Public Schools and setting up situations for people to voice their feedback. So if you got anything to say or any type of like comments or suggestions for Baltimore City Public School System, make sure you lock in with Asita and start getting in on some of those meetings so that your voice can be heard and you can be speaking up. So thank you, Asita, for running that. Anaya, what's up, Anaya? How you feeling, yo? Good to see you. Good to see you, Anaya. Jayla, what's up, Jayla? Jayla Wayla, what's up? How you feeling? Good to see you, yo. Good to see you. We about to get into this thing, y'all. I feel like I got everybody. Sid, what's up, Sid? How you feeling? Good to see you, Sid. Y'all, today is the last day to submit for the Voices on Vax challenge. Get your $1,000, and if you don't get 1,000, get 500, and if you don't get 500, get 250, and if you don't get the 250, yo, walk away with the MacBook. Get something, yo. Get your money. It's too easy, yo. So make sure you submit your video, and you can do anything. You ain't even got to rap. You can do whatever. Anything that's talking about health, we want it. Easy money. Go get your bag. And if you're unsure on how to do it, hook up with Sid, and Sid gonna make sure that you're straight so that you can get your money, yo. Yes, Kayla. What's up, Kayla? How you feeling? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yes, yo. Heartbeat's doing big things, yo. Heartbeat's about to run the city. Let me get my screen shared. Y'all was at one of my schools today, yo, and one of the administrators was all like, Joni, like Heart Smile's name is so good, like just trickling around in the schools. She was all like, once somebody say that they a heartbeat, nobody's asking any more questions. The answer is yes. That's what she said to me. She like, yo, once somebody say they a heartbeat, that's it. What else you need to know besides they a heartbeat? Like, yo, what else you need to know besides they a heartbeat, yo? That's it. That's all you need to know. Yo, I'm loving it, yo. Track Star. What's up, Track Star? Let me get my screen on share real quick. It's about to look a little funky. There we go. We right here. Make sure my screen is up. Let me get my chat up so I can see my comments. Y'all, let's get it here. Hey, Mother Jennifer, I got you, yo. But my badges is really for my facilitators in the schools, so that way people know who we are, yo. Like that's what we doing. All right, so let's get into this. Where we at? We on 28, yo, and we gonna continue this like theme of dynamic facilitation, yo. We're going we're going to continue this theme. And a couple of things, right, that I want to keep in mind as we have this conversation. Hey, what's up, Mr. Bonnet? Look, man, you going to do it. What's up, One Take? Yo, shout out to One Take, yo, because my man's really be in them schools doing his thing, yo. Don't, don't you say, if you not. Hey, Gemma, you better let them know, yo. You better let them know. A couple of things to keep in mind. The first thing to keep in mind is, yo, don't be a talker. Yo, don't be a talker. Be a speaker. And while it might sound the same, like it is really, truly not the same. Anybody can talk and talk and talk in circles, say the same thing over and over again, and repeat some lines or repeat some talking points. Anybody can do that. But it takes a really skilled facilitator to be able to speak with purpose and to take the conversation in a clear direction. And a couple of things that we want to do too when we think about that is avoid time eaters. And this one right here, y'all, this is where you really have to be conscious about every minute that you are basically on stage. In the facilitation world, anything like that we do, like when we in front of people, we call that being on stage. And when you're on stage, you really want every minute to count. One of the craziest things that I heard, and I ain't even about to call out no names, y'all, but one of the craziest things that I heard was when I was talking to one of my facilitators, and I'm all like, yeah, yo, that one thing took up almost like half your time. Like it took up too much time. Like, yo, it really took up a lot of time. And the response was, yeah, that's what I wanted it to do. Yo, that can't be the situation. You don't want to prolong an activity, prolong a talking point, or prolong like when you are getting started. You know how sometimes we're getting started, people are in these like icebreakers. I swear, y'all, it's something that goes off in my soul when I hear the word icebreaker. Like, I just hate that word so much. I'm not saying don't use it, but like when somebody say, oh yeah, we about to do this icebreaker, to me, that lets me know, okay, you are stalling. You just want to do something real quick to waste some time. And like, this is just about to be a waste of everybody's time. Now, granted, y'all, that's not every single situation, but in this world of being a dynamic facilitator, you ain't got to say you about to do an icebreaker. If you're going to do an icebreaker or whatever it is that you're going to do, you just get right into whatever your activity is without wasting any time. Every single minute has to be purposeful, and it has to be a good use of people's time. So when you're thinking about people who just like talk, like, yo, you can talk in circle for days. We got over 172 words in the English dictionary. It's not hard to talk, but it does take skill, and it is a little more difficult to be able to speak in a way where you can positively impact a life. And that's our goal, y'all. Impact a life. For somebody to be able to walk away and say, wow, this was worth my time. wow, I really learned something. Wow, when can we do that again? Those are the types of reactions or responses that you are looking for when you getting up talking in front of people. You don't want to just get up there and just talk for a freaking hour and people are leaving the same way they came in. If people are leaving the same way they came in, you failed. Mission was not accomplished. You did not get your job done. So this is what we really want to focus on, and this is really what we want to hone in on. So some things to keep in mind. Let's start right here. When we think about effective facilitation, it really is you assisting the productive, and really want to highlight that word, productive exchange of thoughts and ideas. And let me come over here and highlight this. Oh, man. Let me get this highlighted. Because it really is about you, while you are teaching, while you are helping people learn new skills, and like while you are talking about whatever it is that you came to talk about, you are also assisting your audience, the people who came to watch you speak or to listen to you speak. You are assisting them in formulating their own thoughts, engaging their own mind, engaging their own experiences, and helping them to share and connect their own ideas, even if they don't verbally do it. Jada said, "Don't those be the feelings when Miss Joni change your love?" Yeah, absolutely. Okay, assistant. Thank you, Cam Gotti, on the notes. Um, so even if people aren't outwardly expressing how they are connecting what you're talking about to some things that's happening in their life, or how they want to grow, or how they want to use your information, like that's really what you are doing, helping them to connect those dots. So say yes, because it's easy for me to go on a tangent. One thing can trigger another and go into a rabbit hole. Hey, so you are not alone on that. And that's why facilitation is such a skill, because it's easy to do that, to be on that tangent, to be on that soapbox, and to just keep going down, 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 down the same path. And your thoughts are kind of trying to catch up with what you are saying. But it's like by the time you catch up, you so far down that we done completely lost track of where we were supposed to go. So that's why this is such a skill. But I say yes, like helping them grow, impacting them while you are growing yourself. Absolutely. Bless. And I can honestly say this: every single person that's on my facilitation team has grown tremendously themselves as a result of being in this space while they are helping other people grow. So, some core competencies. And let's do this. And when we say core competencies, what we mean in this facilitation world is like you having a great skill at these particular things. Okay, so can you talk about navigating dry audiences? Yes. Let me take a picture of this so I don't lose this. Yes, we're gonna come back to this. The dry audience, absolutely. I only feel like I go on a tangent when my audience isn't talking. It's relevant, but nobody else talks. And yes, we definitely going to come back to that, because that's important, because sometimes depending on your situation, it's not appropriate for your audience to talk. Think about a TED talk. You standing up doing a TED talk for 10 minutes, sometimes 15 minutes. Some TED talks are 60 minutes long, but nobody is talking back because that's just not the situation for that. So engagement doesn't only happen verbally. That's just one way to engage. So as a facilitator, we definitely want to talk about all the many different ways that you can engage your audience. So we're going to get back to that. Let's hold that one because that is so prevalent to a lot of facilitators, especially with these spaces that we find ourselves in now. So core competencies, a couple of them that you got to do really, really well, like hands down. Ask questions. And I know that this might seem like a little trivial. You like, oh, Miss Joni, like, what you mean, yo? Like, ask questions. Like, that's a core competency. Like, why do I need to be good at asking questions? Like, that's just simple. Yes, asking a question is simple. Asking the right question is paramount. Anybody can sit up there and just say, hey, raise your hand if you woke up this morning, or raise your hand if you wear red sometimes coming to school. Anybody can ask that type of question, but being able to ask the right questions to mentally engage your audience. Hey, tell me about the last time you were untruthful about a situation because you were scared of the truth. See? Different kind of question. Going to make you think a little differently in your seat when I'm asking you that. Tell me about a time when you were the bully and you had to recognize that you were the bully and then go back and make things right. See, a different kind of question. You might not necessarily get a verbal response, but you're going to get a different kind of mental engagement when you learning how to ask the right questions. One rule of thumb that I always do myself, just personally as a facilitator, is I start pretty much all of my sessions off by asking people, like, what are their thoughts about whatever topic that I have going on. So whatever my topic is, leadership, time management, whatever the case may be, I'm just getting people to throw me everything. And I'm physically writing the things that they tell me, like whatever it is, so that way they can see some of the things that the group is thinking about. But asking questions and asking the right questions is paramount. Um, Donna say, yeah, Miss Joni need to stop playing and make me a facilitator. Hey, Don, trust and believe. If you wasn't in school, you would be there. Well, let's say, Cam, I feel like I'll be doing that too. I'll be doing presentations, give me anxiety because I got to give the info, but don't know how to engage everyone. Don't even worry about it, yo, because we are absolutely going to get into all that. Say that Miss Joni hit my soul with that. But man, listen, this is what we do. And before we move on about asking questions, make sure that we are asking open-ended questions. Those are the most effective questions. And open-ended questions, those are the questions where you kind of leave it to your audience to think about what their own answer is. Closed questions are okay because sometimes you got to ask those yes or no questions. And you can even do a mix. It just depends on what type of reaction or what type of engagement are you trying to facilitate mentally and emotionally with your audience. This next core competency, y'all, paraphrasing. Paraphrasing is extremely important in the facilitation world because paraphrasing gives you an opportunity to basically put in your own words something that was said, something that was insinuated, something that you think that people might be thinking, or even just a general concept, just overall. When you paraphrase, you basically are giving people a glimpse into your personality, into who you are and how you think, because now you're taking something and you are putting it in your own words. And it's especially important when you do have that audience where it's like y'all talking back or whatever, and they are telling you something and you want to basically validate or reiterate or just make sure that you got it right. Like, all right, so basically what you're saying is X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z. And giving that person an opportunity to hear you say it in your own words. So paraphrasing is extremely important. And it helps too with that authenticity piece of allowing your true self to kind of shine through whatever lesson or talking points that you are talking through. Jayla said, wait, explain that open question part one more. Yeah, absolutely. So, two types of questions, Jayla. You got open-ended questions and you got closed questions. An open-ended question is a question that you ask and a person has to give you more than just a yes or no answer. Like they really got to do some explaining. Might even have to do some elaborations. So examples of open-ended questions are like questions that start with like, tell me about a time when. That person got to tell you about that time. Or explain to me why you think. Now that person got some explaining to do. Versus a closed question is you can basically get a one-word answer. Um, did you talk to your parents today? That's a yes or no. Yeah. Person ain't got to say nothing after that. Do you like to wear black? Yeah, I do. Person ain't got to say nothing after that. So that's an example of like closed questions where it's like no elaboration, no explanation, no nothing. And as a facilitator, you want to be able to have a mixture of those types of questions. Um, Kayla said, I be running out of things to say. Now I know to ask open-ended questions. Yes, absolutely, Kayla. And those open-ended questions really help because it gives you a good idea of where your audience's knowledge base is at. So you can cheat a little bit. So I don't like telling people that they wrong or like, nah, that's a bad answer. You'll never hear me say that. I accept any answer, even if it's the wrong answer. Now, I might not necessarily, I'm not going to say that the wrong answer is the right answer. I might be like, you know what? That's a good response, but let me add this to it. Or, you know what? I like where you're going with that and I see what you mean, but think about it like this. Like stuff like that, because then it gives you a way to kind of see like, all right, where's the knowledge gap and how can I close that knowledge gap? I need to talk about X, Y, and Z because I see that a lot of the people that are speaking, this is where they seem to be confused, or this is where a point of tension might be at with that. So it gives you an opportunity to clear that up. This one is important right here, y'all. Summarizing. You want to be in a really good habit of summarizing the things that you are saying and how you are actually presenting your knowledge. You're going to be giving people a lot. And y'all, we already know the basic rule of thumb is that whatever you are presenting, expect for your people to hold less than 5% of it. That's just how it is. Now, what 5% is going to be different between all of your audience members? People are going to pick up different things. Certain things are going to resonate with certain people that may not necessarily resonate with other people. Summarizing is so key because after you are explaining a concept, you summarizing it is basically like giving them a bite size that they can hold on to, especially if it's something that's important to them or something that is really resonating and something that they really want to know more about or maybe go deeper about. You giving them that summary. All right, so basically what it is X, Y, and Z. You done basically saved that person life because now it's like, all right, I got you. This is a quick note to jot down, or this is something maybe even that I can remember, because it's so easy to get caught up in just talking and explaining and explaining and explaining. But it's like, yeah, they locked in with you, they understand it, but that little summary at the end is going to help put it all together. Yes, saying you know that's my favorite thing to say. Yo, tie it at the end. Yes, Cam Gotti, absolutely. Basically a recap. Yep, just like a recap. That's exactly what it is. Mr. Bunny said, bro, these sessions not around when I'm an adult socket, I'm gonna be so upset. Yes, listen, they gonna live here forever. One take said, I think about doing that all the time. Yeah, absolutely. And that's a good way too to keep yourself from running off on a tangent. Like you explain for maybe a minute or two and then summarize, get feedback. Explain for like a minute or two, summarize, get feedback. And you can literally kind of keep going in that until you really get comfortable with making sure that your sessions are tight. And when I say your sessions are tight, I mean, it's no filler, it's no time that's wasted. Nobody can ever be in none of my sessions and say that I wasted any time. The closest thing that people might be able to say about my time that I waste time is like at the beginning on sessions like these where I greet everybody. And that's only because of the type of sessions that these are. But if we were in like a different session, I would just be greeting everybody, just all in one greeting, introducing myself, and that's it. But other than that, no, no time wasters. No time wasters. The fourth one, this last one, is encouraging. And here's the trick on this one, y'all. The reason why this one is a core competency in facilitating is because the better you are at being able to encourage your audience, the more participation you are going to get. Now, granted, participation looks different from group to group. Participation isn't always immediate participation. When we think about participation, unfortunately for us as a facilitator, sometimes we don't even get to see it. Sometimes that participation happens a week later, maybe even a year later. They change the habit or change the way that they were thinking or change the way they looked at something, all because, you know what? I remember that one time I was in that leadership session with Miss Sane, and she told me that I should think before I speak. And I really that really stuck with me. So now whenever I feel myself getting heated, I try to calm myself down and think before I speak. And that's all connected. So when you are steadily and frequently in your sessions encouraging your audience to think, to challenge themselves, to look at different perspectives, to look outside the box, to do more research even after they've done with your session, like when you are in that healthy habit of encouraging, like, yo, you're going to see the fruit of your situation. Not always immediately. Sometimes you can see it immediately. Like because people see you praising and encouraging somebody who put their hand up and gave an answer, that might inspire them to put their hand up and give an answer, even if they think the answer is wrong. It's part of like creating that safe space that we like to talk about. So I think this is why I have favorite teachers, because they use this concept. Oh yeah, absolutely. So absolutely. Carrie, I like the individual hellos. Yeah. Like motivating somebody. Yeah, absolutely. One take, just like motivating somebody. Think before you speak goes a long way. Yeah, absolutely, Kai. I remember you told us that, and I do that, and it helped me so much. Taking that small pause makes a big difference. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Um, in line with this as well is make people feel like they belong. Like, yo, you are going to be struggling like crazy if you don't understand, and if you don't really do a good job of making people feel like they belong. People want to feel like this is their space too. People want to feel like there's no judgment and that they can freely be themselves, and that regardless of where they come from or how they feel about whatever situation it is that we're talking about, people want to feel like, yes, this is my space and I belong in this space. And purpose, objectives, and agendas go a long way, y'all. A very long way. If you are going into a situation, yo, and you're just winging it, bruh, is you basically wasted everybody's time. Yo, you basically wasted everybody's time if you're going into a situation and you're just winging it. Kaz, are you really giving us the cheat code? Absolutely, yo, because I want everybody on here to win. Like, yo, you can wing it when you are a seasoned professional, meaning that you have done this so many times that you can do it in your sleep. Y'all, I'm a seasoned professional and I still don't wing it per se. The only time I might wing it is if somebody puts me on a spot. Like when I'm in spaces, sometimes people might just say, "Oh, well, Joni, while you here, since you the leadership guru, can you give us a quick lesson?" Yeah, I'm going to wing it there because you didn't give me time to prepare, like at all. But I don't care if it's only 15 minutes of preparation. You are only as good as you prepare for. Let me write that down, y'all. Let me write that down. You are only as good as you prepare for. Like, yo, you might think you're winning. I promise you, dog, you're not winning on a grand scale. You might be winning in the little leagues where it's like, all right, you just kind of mediocre. But the reason why people are so excited about what we're doing, and the reason why I can sign a $10,000 contract without having to jump through no hoops, is because people already know the type of situation that you are getting when you sign on Heart Smiles, when you sign on Joni Hollifield. And that's because, yo, how we prep and how we prepare, it shines and it shows through. So, yo, I hope nobody is thinking that you can just get on stage and just do it. Like, no, yo, you absolutely have to prepare and you absolutely have to have your talking points and your agenda and your objectives that you are going to talk about. So that way you can stay on track, and you won't be able to stay on track if you don't have that. And it's going to look different for different people. You know, I said, stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. Absolutely, yo. And like, yo, yes, definitely want to take, you can't be lazy with this. Um, how you prepare is going to look different for different people. Some people just need bullet points. I know I'm a big person for bullet points. I got almost every presentation that I've done, I got a note that has bullet points for things that I want to talk about. And no, I'm not sitting there reading my phone, but I got my phone somewhere close, and I'm just glancing my bullet points so that way I'm keeping myself on track. Some people like PowerPoints. I'm personally not a PowerPoint person, but I do PowerPoints depending on the situation and depending on the audience and what I need to communicate. If you do catch one of my PowerPoints, rarely are you going to see words. Rarely are you going to see that. No, my PowerPoints are 99.9% visual pictures. So, like, if I'm talking about an event that we did, I got a PowerPoint up that has a picture from that event. If I'm bragging about uh, a contest or something that we ran, I got a PowerPoint that shows you the contest details, maybe a picture of the winners and the prizes that they got. Like, whatever visuals and stuff that you have that you want to use, they should complement whatever you are doing, and that can't be your crutch. Yes, Mr. Elaborator can't afford to let things go to waste. Uh, yo said, Miss Joey don't chew you alive. Hey yo, I don't like PowerPoints either, but I can make a good PowerPoint. Yeah, absolutely. Like those PowerPoints, depending on the message that's being portrayed, can be very useful, and it helps to engage people in different ways. And we're going to get into that too, because if all you do, because I've seen facilitators get stuck in this, if all you got is your voice and you just talking, yo, you ain't you ain't got that much. I hate to say it like that, yo. I hate, I really hate to say it like that. That is not to say that you can't give a bomb presentation with just you standing there and talking. You can, absolutely, but now you got to figure out how are you going to compensate for the visuals that you don't have? How are you going to compensate for the engagement? Like what type of activities can you do where you can just give them a direction and they do it? Like it's a lot of different things that you got to be prepared for when you just standing up speaking, and it takes a lot of skill to do that, which is why the preparation is so important. And let me give y'all one of my little secrets before I move on with this one. Yes, Tay Bands. Yo, look, I hope that you find this helpful. One of my secrets is that when I am like on stage and it's just me talking, I ain't got no PowerPoint, I ain't got no real activity. I just got like an auditorium or a room full of people, yo. Acronyms. I use acronyms. That's my secret, yo. I pick whatever word is going to be the theme of whatever it is I'm talking about, like leadership, for example, because that's the one that I do the most. And what I do is I walk my audience through a mental, like, yo, I'm really giving y'all my best secrets, yo. But I walk my audience through a mental journey through my acronym. And my audience helps to keep me accountable for staying on my talking point. So let's just say I do my L, right? And I say that my L is for listening. I go into my whole big speech about listening. Let's just say I get into my I and I go into my I, and my I stands for something like it's no I in teamwork. No, I'm saying that wrong. E. I said, listen, E. If I got my E and I'm using my E and I'm saying like eat like leaders eat last, and I'm making that my talking point, then I'll ask my audience, like, all right, y'all, where I'm at, what letter I'm on. When they scream out the right letter, y'all, I know that they following me. When they scream out that right letter, yo, I know that they are locked into what I'm saying. And all I'm doing is talking them through on this mental journey, yo. And when I've used the acronym like leadership, add the HIP on the end, like, yo, sometimes I'll get all the way down to the H and be all like, dang, y'all, all right, y'all, where I'm at, what letter I'm on. Yo, the whole crowd be H. You want H, Miss Joni? You want H? All right, bet. Yes. Definitely got to keep them engaged. But again, you got to figure out for yourself what's going to work for your style, for your presentation style, for your talking style, for how you relate to people, and just in general, like what you feel comfortable doing. And like, yo, don't be afraid to have a couple of note cards on hand too, because I do that as well, depending on where I'm at. Like I might have some note cards with a couple of bullet points that I know that I want to make sure that I talk about, or even just in order my themes. So definitely. Um, is this a versus battle link or something? I'm gonna let Sid take that saying. All right, where we at? Let's go down to um humor, because This one is underrated. This one, this one is underrated because a lot of people be thinking that, oh, we in this serious situation, we teaching this serious lesson, we talking about this heavy topic. There's no room for jokes. There's no room to be humorous. Like, no, the best of the best facilitators understand that there's a way to use humor to engage people and to keep them locked in to what you are saying and to put a spin on whatever your topic may be. And again, for your personality, you got to figure out like how you do that and when are appropriate times to be able to infuse some of that humor. Um, One of the best practices is that like within like the first 2 minutes or so of you getting into whatever topic that you're talking about, like that you infuse a little bit of humor in that situation. And that can look different. It can be something like, you just saying, like, yeah, like, look, y'all, um, I'm not used to talking in front of crowds like this. So if y'all see me just turn my head and start walking out, pay me no mind and just carry on as you were. Like something like that, where it's like, it's corny, funny, you kind of joking, but you're a little bit serious too. And you just basically kind of letting them know, like, look, I might be a little nervous. I'm learning with you. We all learning together. We in this together, but just something that's going to kind of make the make the feeling a little light and give you some wiggle room to be able to be yourself and to be authentic. And again, going back to allowing your personality to shine. Uh Ms. Yo, hey, Cam Gotti, stop cussing at me like that. Hey yo, I'm definitely transparent when I'm nervous. Yeah, absolutely. You have to be. You absolutely have to be. So, character traits of a great facilitator. And this is not an exclusive list. These are just some of the main ones. Confidence. Yo, in this role of being a facilitator, you have to be confident. That's mandatory. That's mandatory. And I hate the phrase fake it till you make it. I hate saying that. But like, yo, even when you don't feel confident, you have to portray and demonstrate confidence. You absolutely have to. Because the moment your audience picks up on the fact that you aren't confident, you lost them and you probably never going to get them back. That is something in the facilitation world that like you really can't come back from. Because once somebody has turned you off and tuned you out, they not about to turn you back on. You can come back from a lot of things. You can come back from a misquote. You can come back from saying a word improperly. You can come back from misspelling something. Like it's a lot of things that you can come back from. The confident thing ain't no coming back from that, yo. And when people have turned you off and tuned you out, it messes up your brand. So you probably won't get booked again because when people were talking about how the session was and all that type of stuff, people don't bring back facilitators who are not confident. It's better to be confident and wrong because when you are confident and wrong, you can still come back and humble yourself and correct your mistakes than to be not confident and be right because ain't nobody gonna be listening to you, yo. Um, yo, we already knew this. Willingness to learn from mistakes. And especially all of my current facilitators, this is where you really got to be strong at. Got to be coachable, got to be open to feedback, got to be willing to learn from mistakes. Y'all, I had to take a playbook out of my old Comcast days for my facilitators. We are now recording those sessions. Yes, we are recording those sessions so that the facilitators and our whole facilitator group can look at those sessions and be able to give the facilitators feedback. And again, y'all, this is growth on steroids. Like when we was at Comcast, when I was at Comcast, that was one of my favorite go-to tools when I was coaching my managers or coaching a rep or whatever like that. I'm like, all right, you know what? Let's just hit that record button and let's just record, and then let's listen together. Or you listen by yourself and then come back and tell me what you saw. That's a game changer when you can see yourself from the outside and then really start to pick apart, like, all right, this is what I could have done better. Here's where I want to, get better at. Here's my growth opportunities. Anybody can sit up there and look at it and say, oh, yeah, I did a great job. Oh, yeah, I was on point with that. I did so good. No, 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 no. The dynamic facilitator, the people that's going to experience exponential growth in this space are going to be the people that can look at those recordings and look at yourself and say, all right, laundry list of things that I need to get better at. And yes, saying you can't be prideful. The ego, whatever ego you got to tame it down. And you can't be sitting up here worrying about the source of the feedback if the feedback is valid. If somebody is telling you, I don't care if they're younger than you, if they shorter than you, if they've been in the game like less time than you, or even if they are a weaker facilitator than you, it don't matter. If they are giving you feedback that's relevant, you need to be saying thank you and taking that as a gift and building on top of that feedback. That's the only way that we're going to be able to get better in this space. That's what Colonel Humble says about drilling. It's better to be confident and wrong than wrong and sloppy. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yes, Dawn and Dawn. Always room for improvement. Yes, want to take big on helping each other. We have to, yo. Is it a thing? Is it a thing as being too harsh when critiquing yourself? Um, Only when you are being like too harsh to the point where it's like, yo, you're ODing so much that now you're impacting your performance. But other than that, like, I'm just a firm believer that there's always room for improvement and everybody can always do better and be better. Now, when you one of those people where it's like, yo, you're so hard on yourself that you stopping yourself from growing, or that you are hindering yourself mentally so you can't even think right to move forward, then yeah, that's a problem. You might need to chill and just like calm down. But for the most part, like, no, you want to keep going hard on yourself and you want to keep looking for ways to get better and improve. And also understanding that with time, you just naturally automatically get better anyway when you are focused on, okay, how can I make this better? Yes, one take, you definitely did tell me yesterday. Let me go back to the question that we had earlier before we move on, so I don't forget that. Let me see. Um, can we talk about navigating dry audiences? Yes, 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 yes. So a couple of things about the audience being dry is that we got to keep in mind what their arrival pattern may have been. And this is a concept that we use in customer service, but it applies here because this arrival pattern is basically getting us to think about, okay, where did people come from in order to be here, to be in these seats right now, today? And sometimes not only are people battling like their own personal struggles and journey everybody is battling just every day as a part of life, but maybe this workspace that they are in, like, they not having a good time. Maybe they just got yelled at or reprimanded by a teacher or a principal or admin. Maybe they just had a bad interaction with a coworker or something like that. Or maybe leading up to this presentation, the people that was like talking about it, they weren't talking about it with enthusiasm. They were basically telling them like, look, it is mandatory that you be here. We got this training going on tomorrow, and if you're not there, we docking your pay. We got this training, and you better make sure that you are engaging, because if not, that's going to be a write up. Like, you just never know where people were coming from. So with us understanding that people have these different arrival patterns, our job as the facilitator is to do our best to set the tone and to set the pace as high as possible. And we can do that a couple different ways. One of the things that we can do is like, yo, we can call it out. You'll say, I know yesterday it wasn't on Bree and I. Everyone had a long day. Some was still at work. Yeah, absolutely. Cam, Cam Gotti, yes. The arrival pattern. They done already had a long day at work. They've been at work since 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, and now they being told that they got this professional development to go to. So yeah, they're not excited about being there, even if the situation is good. But um, we can call it out. And that don't mean be rude or ignorant or none of that like that. That's just like, pushing that button. Dang, y'all really about to be that dry with me? It's okay. Y'all can be dry because I'm going to still make sure that I give y'all top notch energy, because I appreciate the fact that I'm here, and I appreciate the fact that you guys still showed up despite your long day. So boom, can absolutely call it out. Saying thank you for that. Yes, setting the tone. Kai said these has to be needed. I'm glad I got this before I do my mission. Hey, yeah, absolutely, Kai. Like, yo, absolutely. And y'all, this is where we talked about our humor earlier. This is where our humor is really going to play a big deal when we got those dry audiences, and we can infuse that humor and just kind of breaking up some of that tension. And so I did that at the end. I was like, we can make the best out of the rest of this hour and still understand y'all had a bad day. I did too. Yeah. Look, man, look, I love it. See? So like, you already on it, and you already understand that like that wasn't even on you. And like a lot of times it's not going to be on you. But like, yo, you got to be aware of when it is on you, because your audience is going to feed off of your energy. And yo, I hate to say it, but I done seen some dry presentations, yo, where I was ready to go to sleep, y'all. Where my little eyes was like dipping off. People are going to feed off of your energy, and you got to be aware of that. Kayla said, don't let the energy bring you down. Absolutely. 8 more mission Mondays. Oh, yeah. Yes, yo. Yo, what? Gemma, say that again, yo. Come correct or don't come at all. Yeah, yo, definitely about to go to sleep, because especially me as somebody who is a facilitator, I can't stand a dry session, yo. I can't stand a dry session, but it's encouraging to see people get better. You don't know, some people just not meant to present sometimes. Listen, you ain't lying. You is not lying all the time. Yo, let's put this one on our board. Being flexible. Um, and with being flexible, y'all, understanding the space that you are in and being able to adapt when needed. You may have thought that you was going to come into the session and just sound and take a seat and facilitate right your seat. But depending on what's going on and how you want to engage with people, you might just have to stand up and walk around. One thing that I'm big on is making sure that your back is never towards anybody, and that you can always basically kind of see your room. So being able to keep a flexible mindset, and being able to be just flexible in how you present and in what you say, because sometimes you got to adapt to the moment and you got to adapt to a situation that you may not have had an opportunity to plan for. Um, Stimulate discussion. Tay said, I think I should stand up more when facilitating. Yeah, absolutely, Tay Bans. It's a good practice to be standing up, because just as in a facilitation role, when you are standing up, you are automatically more focused, more aware, more on point, and just like more agile in like your movements. Now, that's not to say that you got to stand up every single time. And again, depending on the circumstance, depending on the situation, it might be appropriate for you to sit down. I know just for me personally, it depends. I'ma stand up if it's my session. If it's my session, nah, you gonna know that it's my session, because I'm gonna be the one standing up at the top of the room, in the middle, or whatever the case may be, directing the conversation. If I'm just in a situation, like when I'm going to watch my heartbeats facilitate, I'm going to sit down, because I'm very aware of how my presence commands a room, and I don't want to overpower my heartbeats. So I'm not about to stand up. I'm going to get comfortable. I'm going to sit down, either on a table, in a chair, like just lay back and let them handle the room. So again, you got to figure out like what's best for you and how you can be most effective, but you want to be able to use all of you. And y'all, this is my time. So this is what I'm going to leave on. You want all of you to be engaged in this situation when you are the facilitator. So think about talking with your hands. Think about if you got a whiteboard or a chalkboard or a chart paper, you standing up writing on your board. Um, think about you um, drawing or doing like different types of visuals right there in the moment. Like all of you needs to be present in the moment, actively engaged in this situation. All right, y'all. That's my time. Hey, yo, okay, guys say, yo, you literally walk in a room and the room goes silent. Man, listen. Donna Dawn said, yes, walk around, get that workout in. Yes, absolutely. Yep. Simulate discussion. Yes, y'all right on point, y'all. You want all of you to be engaged in a situation where you are the facilitator. Yes, 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 Donna Dawn. It's only right, yo. It is only right. That's my time, y'all. This has been amazing. I hope that somebody got something out of this session. And I really do hope that people who are considering being a facilitator or like being in this space, that you are able to take notes and that you lock in, so that we can really, really, really start building this thing up. Because, like I said, y'all, it's only more work coming down the pipeline. And like I told them little babies today, I respect the people that's out here cleaning the streets, washing windows, washing cars, doing trash and all that to make their money. But like that ain't what we about to do over here. We about to make our money with this. This what we about to make our money doing. We are about to be the money makers, y'all. We're gonna make our money giving back to the community, feeding back into the people who are younger than us and looking up to us as mentors. Like, yo, we're gonna make our money with the things that we have inside of us and being able to give that to the world. That's how we about to make our money. Yes, Donna Dawn. Thank you for saying it for me. Go be productive. Y'all already know, yo. Yes, send your little leaders over. Excited about little leaders. And y'all know they're gonna get paid to do little leaders too. So if you know a little leader, elementary, middle school, that want to learn how to be a leader, yo, send them over. Send them right to Cam Gotti, and we're gonna get them in. But yo, go be productive. What, you still got what, at least like 3 more hours left in your working day. Go do something that's connected to your goals, yo. Go do something that's connected to where you want to go. Go do something, yo, that your future self is going to thank you for. Is Dawn and Dawn our new mascot for Hot Spots? Man, listen, might as well be. Might as well be. Um, Cam Gotti, how old they gotta be? At least 8. At least 8. But we can make some exceptions if you got people that's serious. I told 2 more Atlanta youth. Yup. So yup, we're gonna get it done, yo. We're gonna get it done. But all right, y'all. If y'all rocking out with me tomorrow, I see y'all tomorrow on Focus Friday. But before Focus Friday, make sure y'all locking in with Voices on Vax. Um, it's gonna be the link is in their bio, and I'll probably post the link tomorrow too, yo. But it's gonna be on the webinar because they really gonna be rocking out tomorrow. And how do people get their money? Your votes. Your votes tomorrow. We don't even know who the winners are. We won't find out who the winners are until tomorrow. You got to vote. So if you entered in the contest, you definitely want to make sure all your people's got the link so they can be there and vote for you, because that's how that's going down. But all right, y'all. I see y'all tomorrow. So we'll take the place of Focus Friday. I wasn't planning on it taking the place of Focus Friday because it start at 6. It go from 6 to 7. But if it happens to run over, if it go over, then we'll just play it by ear. And yeah, we might. We gonna see. But all right, y'all. Thank y'all for rocking out with me. I'll see y'all tomorrow, Focus Friday. And if not, next week on something. I'm out of here, y'all.